Hello, my name is Saad Mujawar and I am an MCA student. Today my project is on advanced database management and the topic is asset properties. ASID stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation and durability. To ensure the integrity and consistency of data during a transaction, the database system maintains four properties. These properties are widely known as ACID. Atomicity. This property ensures that either all the operations of transaction reflects in database or none. Either it executes completely or it doesn't. There should be a partial execution. Suppose account A has a balance of $400 and B has a balance of $700. Account A is transferring $100 to account B. This is a transaction that has two operations, debiting $100 from A's balance and crediting $100 to B's balance. Let's say first operation passed successfully while second failed. In this case, A's balance would be $300 while B would be having $700 instead of $800. This is an unexpected in a banking system. Either the transaction should fail without executing any of the operation or it should be processed both the operations. The atomicity property ensures that there are two key operations are involved in a transaction to maintain the atomicity of the transaction. Rollback. If there is a failure in the transaction, abort the execution and roll back the changes made by the transaction. Second is commit. If transaction executes successfully, commit the changes to the database. Consistency. Database must be in a consistent state before and after the execution of transaction. This ensures there are no more errors in the database at any point of time. Application programmer is responsible for maintaining the consistency of database. The C in ACID stands for consistency. The consistency property ensures that only valid data is written to the database before committing a transaction. Consistency checks are performed to maintain database and constraint and business rules. For example, a transaction crediting $500 to bank account with a current balance of $3,000 is invalid if the account has overdraft limit of $1,000. The transaction violates consistency and exceeding the permissible account limit. Hence, it is blocked and abort. Transferring $100 to B. A's initial balance is $2,000 and B's initial balance is $5,000. Before the transaction, total of A plus B is $2,000 plus $5,000 is equal to $7,000. After the transaction, the total of A plus B is equal to $1,000 plus $6,000 is equal to $7,000. There is no other transaction which changes values of A and B during execution of T. Then the new value of A and B will be 1,000 and 6,000. That is, A plus B is equal to 7,000 after the transaction. The data is consistent before and after the execution of the transaction. So this example maintains the consistency property of database. I in ACID stands for isolation. A transaction shouldn't interfere with the execution of another transaction to preserve the consistency of database. The execution of transaction should be take place in isolation. That means no other transaction should run concurrently when there is a transaction already running. For example, account A is having $400 and it is transferring $100 to an account B and C both. So we have two transactions here. Let's see this transaction run concurrently and both the transaction read 400 balance. In that case, the final balance would be of A would be $300 instead of $200. This is wrong. If the transaction were to run in isolation, then the second transaction would have read the correct balance 300 before debiting 100 once the first transaction went successful. These were some asset properties in advanced database management system. I hope you would like this video, a small project made by us. Thank you.